Okay, hey everybody, this is Heller here, and just a couple things I wanted to show you guys what I've been doing. A couple ideas. First thing is, if you've never used Teacher Pay Teachers, they have a ton of free downloads right now. It's stuff to do with getting started with distance learning. So they have stuff for 612, pre-K 5. I'd recommend checking it out. There's a lot of free resources there. Another cool thing is if you have any Facebook groups. um, I have an AP Chemistry Facebook group, and it's just been a really good community during this time, and people are sharing tons of resources. Um, this is one of the resources they shared, and I'm just going to show you my Google Classroom right here. So, this starting our AP Chem review, I made none of this at all. So, you can see starting our AP Chem review, next. So, somebody made this whole thing and goes through every one of our standards, and you can see it's basically a survey I'm going to have my students take over the next couple days, and then I'm going to know specific threads that my students want me to review. This was a ton of work for somebody to make, and all I had to do was click on it and make a copy into my Google Drive. So if you have Facebook groups online for AP, or maybe you could join a Facebook group. I'm sure there's a Facebook group out there for math teachers or history teachers. Look for it. There's some communities out there. People are sharing some awesome stuff out there, and look for it. And there's a lot of stuff. I did not make any of that, and that's something that I'm going to be using with my kids. So one of the things I've been doing have been Google Hangouts, and I've been doing stuff with my document camera. So this program down here, Sphere, is what you need to make that happen. And if you just go to Google and hit Sphere and search Sphere for Aver, pretty much the first thing that pops up is Sphere 2 Classroom Software. You click there. That's where you can get the download for that. So I'm going to do a Google Hangout with Dara. So let me go to Hangouts, and I'm going to do a video call. I've done this with almost all of my classes so far. It's worked pretty well. Practice, continue. The big thing is that you have to make sure that you join to actually be part of it. So I'm going to hit join now. And then here's the link. You can send this link out on Remind. You can send it through your Google Classroom. I'm just going to email it to Dara. And then she will have that, and she will be able to join. So you will see her pop up here in a second. A couple things you can do while we're waiting for her to join down here. I know that the TRTs showed a lot of this already, but I'll show you again. If you hit record meeting, this records everything that happens in this meeting, and you can let students know that whatever they do will be recorded. It's also good to share out what you do with your kids on Google Classroom after you have your Google Hangout. So that's something to do. What I've been recommending my kids to do is to mute themselves as soon as they get there. That way, it just stops the craziness of everybody talking at once, and it's not too crazy. Okay, so Dara should be joining us very momentarily. I'm going to just pause here for a second, wait for her to join. I'm going to open up Sphere 2 down here on my screen. So you'll see this open up, and I'll show you what it can do. Oh, there's Dara. Hi. I see your face, but not your actual face. You're live with WHS staff. Well, not really, but they're going to see this just to let you know. So that's okay. Yeah, is there like the camera button at the bottom of your screen? Do you need to hit that? Like, does it say turn on camera, turn off camera? Hmm. Is there a little video camera to the left of that? What does... Weird. Okay, well, can you see my screen? Okay, well, that's what's important. Um, so what I've been doing, I'm going to go to present now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you. I'm going to hit allow, and this is everything that is on my screen. So do you see my laptop screen now? Okay, so here's Sphere down here. I have it open. I'm gonna pop this up. Visualizer is not connected. Okay, let me try reconnecting. You need a mini USB to USB to do this. Can you see my screen? So this is my document camera, and if I make this full screen with Sphere, this would literally be like doing a live question and answer session. So it's pretty cool. So I can go here. Distance is work divided by force. Is that pretty good? Is that too laggy, Dara, or is it pretty accurate with my voice? Okay. And then you could do work right here live with a class. So I'm going to start having question and answer sessions with my kids and say, okay, what questions do you have? Instead of me like working out every single problem, I can do live Google Hangout sessions with them using my overhead, not my overhead projector, my document camera, and it's pretty cool. So that's what I've been doing. Right. So in Google Hangout, I'm going to get out of this. Can you still see my screen? Down here, right here, if you hit record meeting, it will record everything you did. Or, yep. Or the other thing that you could do would be, oh, it says Dara has started recording. There you go. So the other thing you do with QuickTime, which I'm doing right now, is you can still record your whole screen that you're doing as well. Right. Yep. You could just do, the way you do that is with Sphere. So do you still see my screen? This is going to be a lot at once, but that's okay. So side by side, I can, if I hit record on here, I'm going to hit full screen recording. I'm recording two things at once right now. That'll be interesting. Whatever I do on here, so I'm going to do my work. So distance is 3.2 joules divided by 8.5 newtons. As soon as it's probably because I'm doing too many things at once. I'm going to hit end. Can you hear me now? Weird. It's probably because I was doing... That's not me. This is me. Can you hear me now? Hello? I'm going to stop presenting.